welcome to Rabbit Reviews Radio Podcast, episode 264. Cannot believe it. I wanted to make a Nintendo 64 joke, but I've already drank a lot of tequila, so that's not happening.
And you already made that joke on actual 64 episode. Yes, you did.
I just don't change. That's just me. I'm Kiley. That's my name. I am the co-host. Woo! Pete threw off my rhythm. I'm the co-host, Kiley Wilde, but I'm joined by my ever-present co-host is actually that way. Pete Beckett.
You can call me Mr. Throw Off Rhythm. Hello.
And we are here to talk about video games. But honestly, this is where I talk to guests, but we don't have guests. And I always ask the guests how they're doing, but they're not here right now. So I'm going to ask Pete. Pete, how are you doing? How's your week been? What have you played for like the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, because we didn't record an episode last week because...
No, we didn't. Because I was very busy.
Yeah.
So busy.
I know. So it's been a busy couple of weeks. Life, obviously. But I've had time to play some video games, which is always fun. I'll talk about some of the brief ones that I've played. So I played another hour and a half of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Oh, yes.
I'm finally out of what appears to be the tutorial section. It's now letting me go out on my own and do my own things. Nice. The combat is I don't really care for the combat, which is why I've decided to choose a smooth talker sort of build.
Oh, nice, nice.
But it's fine so far, but it's obviously very early days, but it's setting up obviously some big story beats, like there's going to be a wedding of some sorts in the village, so that's your potential way to try and find your way back. But I won't go into any more than that really, because obviously that's main quest territory.
Yeah.
And I haven't really done a hell of a lot of other things, but the end of the tutorial section was actually quite interesting because you managed to get into a big bar brawl and it was quite fun.
Oh, nice.
You start doing a job and your companion starts getting into an argument and then all hell breaks loose. It was great.
Oh, wow.
So I can see where a lot of the positives from this game came from. You know, all the different ways that you can sort of encounter things. Yes. It's obviously very brief in that tutorial section, but I can see it opening up a lot more as the game goes on, which is going to be interesting to see. So I'll check back. Expedition 33, I've basically been playing this on the Steam Deck. I'm not going to do the last boss yet because I've been clearing up a lot of other things. So I've been facing a lot of the other super bosses around the world. Some of the ones that say that you should be at least 75 to 80, level 80 to go and defeat, and I'm currently on 50.
Oh.
And it's a struggle for some of them.
Right.
There was one that I did today that was, has taken me numerous attempts, but I managed to conquer it this afternoon, which was great.
Nice.
The battle itself, when I was victorious, took 29 minutes. I think I might have been under-leveled.
Holy crap. Yeah. Holy crap.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just going to do a lot of that stuff, just trying to power level basically to get to a point where I can go and do some of the other really extreme super bosses, and I won't go into details about who they are because some of them are spoilers.
Right.
But yeah, it's still fun. Still love that game. So that's why I'm playing it again. But I'll get onto the DLC pretty soon after that anyway. So I just want to go in so I'm extremely high leveled and just run through it.
Yeah, I get that.
Metroid Prime 4. I'm done with Metroid Prime 4. I haven't completed the game, but I'm done with it.
Right.
It's a pile of duty, and I will not continue playing it. I was not enjoying it at all. So I have gone and watched the end of the game because I will not play it myself. And oh boy, I'm very glad I didn't carry on playing it because that ending is absolutely terrible. It is awful, in fact.
Oh dear.
Yeah, not fun. Dear. Not very good. Shame, because I think that essentially kills the Metroid Prime series, which is bad. Not very good. Briefly played one of my Christmas games that I bought So I'm tackling that backlog a little bit. It's a game I've already played a few times before in the past, but just wanted to go back and play it just for a bit of fun. This is actually my this is actually the game that was palate cleansing after I was like, right, I'm done with Metroid, screw that game. It was Rayman Legends.
Oh, yes.
So,
very good.
Very, very, very fun action, action platformer. It's very flow statey sort of like platforming, so gain a lot of momentum and just carry on going like that. There's a certain rhythm to it. It's very entertaining. Even in the first world, some of the levels are quite difficult as well, which is something I didn't remember it being before, which was quite weird.
Right.
But hey, it is what it is. The main game that I did play actually, and I played quite a couple of hours of it, is another game that I bought over Christmas. Was called Curse to Golf. So one that's been on my it's been on my radar for quite a while. So basically the story of it is you're a championship golfer just about to win your first title, and you get struck down by lightning and get killed and sent down to purgatory.
Nice.
The only way that you can survive is if you go against the Flying Scotsman and defeat his purgatory course, which is an absolute chaotic nightmare.
Awesome.
So the mechanics of the game is obviously it's golf. It's on a 2D plane. It's how do I say? Oh, freaking heck! I've kind of forgotten what the genre of game is. So it's like Hades, basically, where you get different roguelike. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. So you get different builds, basically, and let's just say I'm not exactly a roguelike fan. So it took me as a bit of a surprise that this had roguelike elements, but I think they're quite enjoyable in this one. So you get certain builds, you get like a pin that gives you different abilities as you go through. Got different cards that can give you extra helps, like extra shots, or can detonate all the TNT in a level to open up new pathways. Right. I'm currently up to hole 5 out of 18, and you have to face a boss.
Oh no.
And the boss is the Flying Scotsman himself.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's quite difficult, and I'm getting stuck on it quite a few times, but I found a way to cheese it, essentially. Basically, if you lose the hole, you lose your run. But if you know you're going to lose, then just exit out to the main menu.
Nice.
And it saves your run before you start, and you can just keep going back. It's so stupid. They should never have even included that as an option, but hey, it is what it is.
I was going to say, I cheese it whenever I can.
I was trying to. I'm still trying to. But yeah, very, very, very fun game and very cheap on the Switch, and it's available on other platforms as well, so I'd highly recommend it if you like roguelites, or if you like golf games, or both.
Yes. I think that sounds great.
So yeah, that's my week or two in gaming. What have you been playing? How you been?
Sorry, yawn. For the folks who can't see us, our lovely, lovely listeners. I have to bring up my list. Hold on.
Well, I've got your list of from last week at least.
Yeah. Well,
which is probably all the same.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
If people don't know, sorry. I've been having a lot of work done to my house, and that's not a euphemism. But I've still found plenty of time to play games, because of course I did. I would die. That's how you know I'm dead. So I'm not playing video games.
Maybe.
Yes. Well, last week I played In Sound Mind, which I also played the week before, but which is very interesting. So it's, to be fair, I think if I had to relate it to something, I would relate it to Layers of Fear. Now, I like Layers of Fear, so automatically people are going to go, but I like Layers of Fear. It is, there's not a lot of combat, although there's a little bit of gunplay. But you're basically in the psyche or subconscious of your main character, your main guy. Mm-hmm. And you're going back through his patients. He's apparently a psychoanalyst of some sort.
Sure.
So you're going through his patients, and how they've affected him and stuff like that. It's called In Sound Mind because sound plays a lot in it. No, it does play a lot in it. But I mean, it plays a part in it.
No, I see what you mean. Like, it's integral to the story.
It is. But I kind of expected there to be more of a mechanic with it. It's not. There's no real gimmick or hook. It's just, you know, I don't know. There's just nothing. It's not really bringing anything new to the table, but it's not detracting either. It's not a weak, type game. So, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm going to finish it. But the big one that we played last week and the week before, and we're going to keep playing it this week, was Bendy and the Ink Machine. Okay.
It's a game from quite a few years ago now.
Yes. I think 2015. We talked about it. No, 2017. I think it's 2017. I had watched, I believe, Jacksepticeye play it. And so I'm familiar with it. I know the story. It's a very popular, well-known game. But I've never sat down and played it myself. I'm glad I did because, it's just... When I say it's a beautiful game, yeah, it's sepia-toned. But the animation still looks amazing. The effects, there's some lighting effects and some water effects and some all this other kind of stuff that is just like, wow, it really holds up. There's a couple of jump scares, like... intentional, you know what I mean? It's not like gonna give you a heart attack or whatever. And they're not unexpected. But it is a puzzler, which puzzles me. That's not my strongest suit. But still enjoyable, still loving it. Apparently we're in for a rocky ride because we get a lot of Bendy and the Ink Machine fans in the chat when I play it.
Nice.
And they are like... They're Uber fans, which tells me...
Got a cult following, I guess.
Yeah, which I think may be ironic. We'll find out. But I might be joining that cult. And then we played a game that, first of all, there's a lot of things I gotta say about this game. It's called Nobody Wants to Die. Mm-hmm. I think it's a terrible name for a game. It is beautiful. It is a stunning game. I almost wish I could play it in VR. It is a cyberpunk game, a detective noir game set in cyberpunk, genre.
You have me intrigued.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The music's good. I'm a little nervous that there's some AI involved in this.
Yeah.
So I've avoided looking that up.
I'm out.
But I don't know. Now that's just me. It's just me. But there's something about it I'm just drawn to. And the voice acting isn't the greatest. That part's not great. Everything else is so well designed. And it's a mystery, so it is a puzzler, but they've got a twist on it. And even better, it was like $3 in the Steam sale. Yep. I don't know what it is now, but it's probably not much. It's worth it. It's so pretty. It's just so pretty. But I love, retro futurism stuff and stuff. And then I just played more in Sound Mind and Bendy and the Ink Machine. And then for me goofing off playing whatever I want to play is Nana's like, I was gonna say we had like one stream this week. It's true. I've been very busy, but I've been playing Vampire Survivors. I play a little bit of Abiotic Factor. Yes.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Those are my fun. I just play on my own, whatever. Anybody want to redeem me another drink? Oh gosh. Dagger says yawn. See, it's catching. I'm about to yawn again. Apparently that means you have empathy and you're not a sociopath. I don't know how scientific that is. I don't know how scientific that is, but
sorry, just looking at this.
Thank you, Pilot!
So, Nobody Wants to Die.
Yes. Is it on sale still?
No, it's £20.
Oh no! I got a bargain, man.
You did?
I really should be in my Discord. I should probably be sharing when I come across deals because everybody else does.
Well, there should be a thing on there, I believe.
There is. There's like a free game thing, I think. But anyway, more about my Discord at the end of this episode. But that really does it for my stuff. So what I'm going to do now is... Oh, I poured too much. Oh, poor me.
Oh, no. Anyway.
Oh, no. Okay, Jeremy Clarkson. But...
Well, it's almost like I named the stream something that Clarkson would do anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a wild ride, I can tell you right off the bat. Because of everything that's happened this week. A special
last
showcase.
2 weeks, actually.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Well, yes, there is a story from the last 2 weeks in there, because I had to talk about it.
Ah, yes. That's the fart squad bat signal. Anyway, our poor listeners at home were going, what?
Yeah, just wait till the end of the show. You'll find out more about that.
It's true. But I'm going to toss this over to Pete like a hot potato, who will also toss it back to me as we discuss...
It burns.
A whole lot of nothing.
Well, there might be a whole lot of something. And a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
And a middling amount of things.
Yes. But yes, I'm going to toss this over to Pete and let him set you guys up for what we're about to talk about, because it's been crazy. But yes. What is this show about?
So we're going to cover the news. This is quite usually the case when we've got nothing else to talk about. Or we haven't got a theme.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I don't know what to do this week. Okay, news.
Yep.
As you can tell, I have great amount of input from my co-host. It's amazing.
That's true. I didn't pour any tequila in this. Anyway.
I thought you poured too much.
No, I poured too much in the other part.
Oh, for God's sakes. Jesus Christ, okay. Yeah, to be fair, this week there's been quite a bit more news than there has been. So, but we'll cover what happened last week. So we all know the terrible company known as Meta.
Yes. Very familiar with it.
Well, it's the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and most importantly, MetaQuest.
Oh yes.
Well.
And they also own WhatsApp.
And WhatsApp, yeah, but it was more going along the lines of MetaQuest because Meta has closed down several of its VR studios, according to developers who have announced that they've been laid off.
I can't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Just a tool to get people's information. You're telling me it's shut down? Anyway.
Yeah, so the New York Times reported, and so this story was actually reported on the 13th, so it's like a little more than last week. So when I say Monday, it was a while back. Anyway. Oh, God, that is awful. One of Pylord's bad jokes. That one is particularly bad.
I like it.
Yeah, and now he's just putting the dad jokes over rice. Fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, when I say Monday, I don't mean the Monday that's just been. I mean the one before.
Yes.
Yes, because that's not confusing. So the 13th.
No.
New York Times reported on Monday that Meta was planning to cut around 10% of its employees in its Reality Labs division, which works on products including the Metaverse. Reality Labs is also home to Oculus Studios, the division of Meta that runs the first-party game development studios. These layoffs appear to have now started, and the game studios appear to be part of the cuts. Andy Gentile, a designer at Twisted Pixel Games, posted on X that he had lost his job as part of the closures. Quote, "I have been laid off. It appears the entire Twisted Pixel Games studio has been shut down. Sanzoro Games too." This is corroborated by Ray West, the senior level designer at Sanzaro, who wrote on LinkedIn, "Welp, as many will hear soon, several Meta game studios will close today, including Sanzaro. It was an amazing team of powerhouse talent. I'm glad to have gotten to know everyone there, but onward, I am open to work." So if you don't know much about Twisted Pixel Games, they were formed in 2006. And they were responsible for certain titles on the Xbox Live Arcade.
Yes.
Including Splosion Man, Miss Splosion Man, The More, and Comic Jumper. Damn, Splosion Man was good.
Explosion Man was very good.
I really enjoyed that game. I know people kind of hated it, but I thought it was fun as hell.
No, I liked it. And Super Meat Boy.
Anyway, the studio was acquired by Meta in November of 2021, and they released Marvel's Deadpool VR on MetaQuest last year.
Oh my gosh.
So Senzaro Games, also founded in 2006, mostly worked on ports and remasters of Sony titles like Secret Agent Clank, the Sly Collection, and God of War Collection. 2019, the studio released Asgard's Wrath on the original Oculus Rift.
Right.
Before being acquired by Facebook, which then became Meta, to work on Asgard's Wrath 2, which is included as a free game on MetaQuest 3. According to the New York Times, Chief Technology Officer of Meta, Andy Bosworth, who oversees Reality Labs, called for a meeting on that Wednesday, urging staff to attend in person and calling it the most important meeting of the year. It had been reported that Meta planned to reduce its focus on VR devices and the metaverse as it pivots to focus on other divisions such as AI research in its wearables division, including smart glasses and wristband computing devices. There was also an update on the 13th which said that they have now confirmed that they are closing those studios. Meta spokesman said, we said last month that we were shifting some of our investment from metaverse towards wearables. This is part of that effort, and we plan to reinvest the savings to support the growth of wearables this year.
Oh my goodness. That's really all I have to say.
Yeah.
So stupid. Yes, Ned, I agree. Can this bubble burst already, for goodness sake?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not fun. So I'm in a WhatsApp group with Mike and a few others, including Gorney, but a few recent additions got added into there. One of them's Adam from, I can't remember the name of the channel, to be honest. It's one of Mike's friends who focuses solely on VR. And he brought this to my attention, was very, very, very unhappy about it. I think, let me just check the channel anyway, just so you can go and check them out, because it's a good channel, to be fair. Right. But yeah, it's, the Elite Institute.
Yes.
NYT The Elite Institute, yeah.
I already follow them.
Good.
But
well,
yes,
good channel.
Them.
They did a video on it, so if you want to know more of what their opinions of off the cuff, I think they got very animated about it in our group, and I'm not surprised.
No.
Yeah, it's such a shame, obviously, that a lot more people are losing their jobs again because companies are looking into the AI bubble, and it's going to be a mess. So
yay.
Hooray.
Huzzah.
Yeah. Mike's just put the Elite Institute, so yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mike, I have actually, Nana's actually linked to the channel in the chat, so
excellent.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please go and check the channel out. Good dude. Yeah, so that's such a shame. Anyway, we're gonna shift focus onto Nintendo now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to talk about the movie trailer that got released today. The Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer that got released.
How did I miss that? Well, because
it literally came appeared like a day or two ago. It was like, yeah, we're doing a direct on it, and it was like, okay.
Oh gosh.
And I forgot it was even happening. We might cover it next week because Mike, if you're available, we can do a breakdown.
Come and join us.
But I want to shift focus onto Nintendo because things are changing at Nintendo, and I'm not sure it's a good thing.
Okay.
Veteran Nintendo designer and producer Kensuke Tanabe has reportedly suggested he's retiring from the company after nearly 40 years of service.
Wow.
So, in an interview with Japanese magazine Nintendo Dream, which has been uploaded by a user on Weibo, Tanabe has claimed to have said that Metroid Prime 4 was his last game at Nintendo, and that producer Riza Tabata will likely succeed him should another Metroid Prime game be made. VGC interviewed Tanabe and Tabata back in 2020. Tanabe is claimed to have said that when he was planting hints in Metroid Prime 3 and Metroid Prime Federation Force about villain Psylocke, he kept thinking to himself that one day he wanted to make a game about Samus and Psylocke. He explained that because of his age, he realised Metroid Prime 4 might be his last chance to do this, So he decided it would be the first game in the Silex saga. Quote, I envisioned Silex as a dark, resentful villain who resorted to underhanded tactics. After this game, Samus would realise that a direct confrontation with him is inevitable. She must defeat him completely. Anyway, I'm not really going to go into that because it's kind of crap. This is exactly what I was talking about with the ending.
Yes.
Right. Anyway. Just reading through it. So, furthermore, I have confirmed that I will no longer be involved in the production of the series moving forward. Whether a sequel will be made is still uncertain, but I sincerely hope that one day Mr. With Tabata and Retro Studios will be able to tell this story completely and bring it to a close. While this appears to suggest that Tanabe is only ending his involvement in the Metroid Prime series, the article reportedly ends with him confirming that he's ending his time at Nintendo altogether. It's been 40 years since I joined Nintendo. Metroid Prime 4 will be my final title developed at them. However, we didn't set out to create anything special because of this. Instead, we worked closely with Retro Studios, just as we always have with Nintendo projects, aiming to deliver a fun and unique experience for players of all ages and playstyles. If it leaves a lasting impression in the memories of those who play it, I'll be deeply gratified. And for those who haven't yet experienced it, I urge you to see the unknown planet of Euros through Samus's eyes. Don't, because it's a shit game. So he joined the company originally in 1986 as one of Nintendo's old guard. His first game as director was Super Mario Bros. 2. And he also contributed design to classic games like Mario 3, Legend of Zelda titles, A Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. Moved into a producer's role, overseeing many externally developed titles which Nintendo collaborated on, such as Pokemon Snap, Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire, and Eternal Darkness. In the modern era, he was best known as the long-time producer of Metroid Prime and the Paper Mario series.
Oh, right. Huh.
Yes. So this
good ideas from him.
Yes. So this wasn't actually the only one that happened as well. So after 39 years, Nintendo veteran Hideki Kono has seemingly quietly left the company last year.
Right.
So, as spotted by EAD Ninja and Leo Sukadi on the Fami Boards forum and verified by VGC, Kono's Facebook page noted that he'd left Nintendo back in July with no announcement or statement from either Kono or the company.
Oh, goodness.
So, age 60, was a veteran designer and producer at Nintendo who joined the company in 1986. So, what seems to be a common thread here is that people from 86 are getting shuffled out of the door. Where he was assistant director on both Doki Doki Panic, Mario Bros. 2,
yes,
and Mario Bros. 3, where he also worked on level design. After working on map design and level designer of Mario World, legend.
Yes.
Kono went on to direct a number of much-loved Nintendo games, including Yoshi's Island, Sim City. That was a game I completely forgot I played this week. I was playing 1991 Sim City on the SNES.
Were you really?
I actually was. I'm not even joking.
Oh my gosh.
I was legally playing it.
Yes.
No, I was. I was legally enjoying my legally emulated copy.
Yes, we all do. We all do.
So I was I was just mucking around with it, trying to see if I can remember the $1 million glitch.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Do you remember how to do the $1 million glitch?
Not on the NES, no.
On the SNES, you mean?
Or SNES, I meant, yeah.
It's awkward. It's very, very awkward.
The theme park had one as well.
Yeah. To do the $1 million, you have to spend all your money within the first year of the game.
Right. Okay.
Once you've done that, you set everything to 0.
Yes. Okay.
Then you get the flash up on the screen, like the black screen, like on your taxes. Like when the screen goes black, you have to hold L, and then just boot out of it. Double tap X, I think it is, to move the game forward a year, and then you basically put put the money while still holding L. Put one of the digits down so that you get a minus figure.
Oh my god!
And then come out of it, and then release L, and you've got $999,999.
I want to tell the youngins out there in Never Never Land, those sorts of things we had to figure out before there was an internet as we know it now.
Yeah.
Nintendo Power Magazine.
Yes, that absolutely had that in there, and even then,
did.
it was still wrong because I saw several tutorials in it that were completely wrong.
But there was also a paperback book. Now this is, of course.
Oh my god! Please do not. If you're going to say the name, you're going to make me feel old.
I'm not going to remember the name, but Pete knows exactly what I'm talking about. And actually, I would go to Walmart, because this is, again, I grew up in the U.S., and I would jot down all of the secrets and stuff. That's all the secret levels, all the cheats, everything like that. I'd write it down. I was a kid.
Yep.
And then take it back home and figure that out. And then, of course, there was the game Genie, which, while I never cared for it.
Oh, Game Genie.
I would borrow my nephews. Yes.
Burns my soul. I mean, over here we had ONM, so Official Nintendo Magazine.
Yeah,
which would have posted stuff like that, or, you know, official readership, like letters, basically saying, like, here's things that you could do, and cool little hints and tricks.
God, lived and died by those.
Yeah.
And I've said this before on here, and I still want to do a show about it one day. I did legit call the Nintendo hotline because when I played Super Mario World, we were probably the first people in East Texas to actually have it, which isn't saying much because it's East Texas. But no one knew how to defeat Bowser at the end. We couldn't figure it out. Like, me and my nephews are all the same age as me. We were just going like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So we had to call the Nintendo helpline. My sister let us. She was an adult, of course. And she paid for it. And then that's when we figured out you're supposed to throw the turtle shell up.
You mean the Mecha Bowsers?
Well,
Mecha Koopas, sorry.
When he's in the flying
yeah, he drops
drops
Mecha Koopas.
Yes. You're supposed to throw them back up.
Yeah.
We couldn't figure that out on our own, but we were kids. And so that's how life was before the internet.
Nana specifically mentioned action replay cards. Oh my god, action replay. Oh.
What is that? Is that a magazine?
It was basically similar to like Game Genie over here.
Oh, okay.
Christ. Oh.
We're old.
We also, we had those books as well that was like, I was trying to just have a quick look and see if I could find one, but no.
Oh, I can't remember the name of any of them.
Doesn't matter anyway.
Actual paperback books full of Nintendo secrets and tips and tricks and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue this jaunt down memory lane, shall we?
Yes.
So it's perhaps his work on the Mario Kart series that he was best known for. Vacano directed the original Super Mario Kart. Sequel Mario Kart 64, was a producer on DS, Wii, 7 and 8, and 8 Deluxe, and Mario Kart Tour, and was credited with a special thanks in Mario Kart World. Ooh, a special thanks. That probably because he was pretty much gone by that point. Anyway, the rest of this is basically saying about Tanabe's departure as well. So, two veterans of Nintendo have both gone, and
it's the new guard, as they say.
Yeah, they're bringing in the new talent, and the new talent is probably not as good as the old talent, because the old talent turned out some classics. Unless
the new, and fingers crossed, the new talent learned from the old talent, but who knows?
Who the heck knows? I mean, Miyamoto obviously trained a lot of his people, in Mario and Zelda before moving on into a producer's role, so makes sense, and which is why most of those games still come out relatively well. It's a shame, but hopefully, the Mario Kart series should be in good hands, even though World is not as strong as I would have liked it to be.
Yeah.
But, there's still I mean, massive selling series, so makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shame, though. Big shame.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, shall we move into the raging dumpster fire that is Ubisoft?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, how does things get worse for Ubisoft than they did last year?
It can't.
Well, they go into January by announcing that they have detailed a major reset for the company that will see creative operations split into 5 separate divisions.
Yeah, because doing that has always proven successful in companies. Oh my gosh.
Right. This could get long. This could get awkward. So we'll.
That's what she said.
I know, but there's also another story as associated with this because yeah. The organisational restructuring, which has been in the works for a year, we heard rumblings of this last year, I think, is designed to help the French publisher, quote, reclaim its creative leadership. What a load of crap. And drive a, quote, sharp rebound, it said on Wednesday, following a turbulent few years of disappointing game launches and plummeting stock value, which has resulted in a minority sale to Tencent. As a result, 6 games have been cancelled, 7 delayed, and 2 studios closed, the company confirmed during a media briefing. The 6 cancelled games did not meet Ubisoft's new, quote, enhanced quality expectations. It said, including the much delayed Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake.
Yeah.
Told
you that wasn't coming out. Told you.
I knew it was never coming out, even though there was like these rumblings that it was gonna shadow drop this month. It was on a Discord, and I went, don't believe it. Never believe this sort of thing. It's a load of crap. Ubisoft have put it out there to generate artificial hype. It's what Ubisoft do best.
I was gonna say we talked about that a lot.
Yeah, anyway, so there was a mobile title and 4 unannounced games, including 3 original IPs, were all cancelled. In addition, Ubisoft said it delayed 7 games to ensure they meet quality expectations. They did not say which games had slipped, but confirmed that the 7 titles include one that was planned for release before April 2026, which is now to be released basically a fiscal year later. Quote, Ubisoft has conducted a thorough review of its content pipeline over December and January. This has led to a strategic decision, to refocus its portfolio, reallocate resources, and comprehensively revise its roadmap over the next 3 years. This will support the objective to return to exceptional level of quality on the open world adventure segment and step change the group's position in games as a service native experiences segment.
Blah, blah, blah.
Word salad. 2 studios were closed as part of the reset. Ubisoft said its Halifax and Stockholm studios, which were previously announced. During a web call, the company said that it would consider selling other assets, but did not provide any specific details. Ubisoft is also accelerating its cost reduction initiatives, it said, and is now aiming to focus to reduce its fixed cost by an additional 200 million euros over the next 2 years. Well, maybe don't spend nearly 400 million euros on working on Star Wars Outlaws.
Or, don't release a bad game that was not supposed to ever come out.
Quadruple A.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the company wouldn't comment directly on the number of layoffs that could happen as a result of the restructuring and cuts, but regarding cancelled projects, CFO Frederick Duguet.
Sure.
Okay. Frederick, French name.
Yes.
Said there are some people who will be refocused on other big projects, and some may leave the company. Will leave the company.
Yeah, I think that's probably more accurate.
As previously confirmed, Ubisoft's new operational model will be structured around multiple independent creative houses, the first of which is Vantage Studios, a subsidiary part owned by Tencent, opened last year, which will oversee Rainbow Six, Assassin's Creed and Far Cry, i.e. their three profitable series.
Yeah. I didn't even know Rainbow Six was still...
Well, they're still doing Siege, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. On Wednesday, Ubisoft detailed the other creative houses for the first time, each organised around a distinct genre. They are, in addition to Vantage Studios, CH2, which is dedicated to competitive and cooperative shooter experiences, including The Division, Ghost Recon, and Splinter Cell.
I realize what they're doing now. Okay.
Do you want to save it for a little bit and then we can discuss it at the end? Because I'm sort of, I sort of think I know what they're doing as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, yeah.
Let's hold on to it for a little bit, shall we?
Okay.
CH3 or Creative House 3, real creative.
Yeah. So stupid.
Which will operate a roster of select sharp live experiences such as For Honor, The Crew, Riders Republic, Brawlhalla, and Skull and Bones. I'm pretty sure 2 of those bombed. One of them still only makes money because they bought the IP, Brawlhalla.
Yes.
And Riders Republic was an absolute frickin' flop as well.
Yeah. All potentially could have been good.
Anyway, Creative House 4 will focus on fantasy worlds and narrative-driven universes like Anno, Might and Magic, Rayman, Prince of Persia, and Beyond Good and Evil. Don't forget, they haven't actually officially cancelled Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I've been waiting for that for longer than...
Don't bother, it's never coming out.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's another one. If it actually does come out and does a Skull and Bones, I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I don't want it to do a Skull and Bones, that's for sure.
No, neither do I.
But I know what you mean.
I didn't mean I'd be pleasantly surprised, like, I'll actually play the game. I'll be like, I'm pleasantly surprised as why did they spend all this money and make it and release it.
Yeah.
Creative House 5, which Ubisoft says is aimed at reclaiming our position in casual and family-friendly games, which includes brands such as Just Dance, Uno, and Hasbro.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic. In addition, Ubisoft has 4 new IPs currently in development, including recently acquired MOBA March of Giants, which it says will be assigned to a creative house at a later stage.
Nobody's gonna pay for it. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, this story goes on a bit longer than I thought, but let's carry on. Each of the creative houses will have its own leadership and end-to-end responsibility for its portfolio, from development to publishing and financial accountability, which Ubisoft hopes it will help it make better, faster decisions and lead to more hit games.
Oh gosh.
The creative
house to shut down.
Sorry.
I said, faster decision to shut down. I just saw chat.
The creative houses will be supported by a creative network team which will share studio expertise and provide co-development support, as well as a core services group which will focus on technology, QA, localization, business planning, and more. Specific development studios will be assigned to each creative team, Ubisoft said, while some will be assigned to the creative network team and work within multiple houses. As part of the changes, staff will be expected to return to the office 5 days a week, with an allowance for some work from home days. That's
bad. That's bad. If you want to save the company money, you need to let people work from home.
Brent, they did say about The Crew, it was in Creative House 3, For Honor, The Crew, Riders Republic, Brawlhalla, and Skull and Bones. Anyway, Yves Guillemot, founder and CEO of Ubisoft, said in a statement, on the one hand, the AAA industry has been persistently more selective and competitive, with rising development costs and greater challenges in creating brands. Creating brands. On the other hand, exceptional AAA games, when successful, have more financial potential than ever. In this context, today we are announcing a major reset built to create the conditions for a return to sustainable growth over time.
Oh, suck it.
We are transforming Ubisoft's operating model to produce exceptional quality games on the two core pillars of our strategy: open world adventures and games as a service narrative experiences. Oh, fun.
Games as a service always means live service, and they want to make money.
Yep, of course it is. We all know what it is. At the centre of this transformation are our creative houses, integrated business units, now combining production and publishing, and therefore unifying the gamer relationship.
Can you ban him?
Please do. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, Brent.
Anyway, each one is built around a clear genre and brand focus, with full responsibility and financial ownership, led by dedicated leadership teams. It is a radical move, relying on a more decentralised creative organisation with faster decision making and best-in-class cross-functional core services supporting and serving each creative house. He continued, to put the creative houses in the best conditions to succeed, we decided to refocus our portfolio, a meaningfully revised 3-year roadmap. Fucking roadmap. And accelerated our cost reduction initiatives to right-size the organisation. It's such a load of crap.
Crap.
We will discontinue several projects currently in development and provide additional time to certain games to ensure enhanced quality and maximise long-term value. We will also selectively close several studios and continue restructuring throughout the group. While these decisions are difficult, they are necessary for us to build a more focused, efficient and sustainable organisation over the long term. Taken together, these measures mark a decisive turning point for Ubisoft and reflect our determination to confront challenges head on and to shape the group for a long time. And now I can't even bother to read the rest.
Nope, I was going to make a sign and I just stopped myself.
That one?
Wankers. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There's only one word that I can say about all of this, and thank you, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, for this one. This situation is very mad.
What does that mean?
Shit.
Ah! Nice. I'm learning French.
Yeah. This is quite awful.
Yes,
so, Kylie, from the business perspective, please tell me, what are they doing by slicing everything up into these 5 creative houses?
Yes, okay, so this is a bad idea to do it after a company's been developed. These are all my opinions. Do not take this advice. Please speak to a financial advisor. There's your disclaimer.
Thank you for the disclaimer. I appreciate it. Yes. Disclaimer again, please do not seek financial advice from Kylie Wilde.
Well...
No, from a registered financial advisor, please.
Yes. But I mean, we can't deny I'm pretty successful. But anyway, not my point. My point being, Richard Branson long ago gave the advice that when you do start a company, make sure that you make each part of the company a separate entity. And the reason why, now this is when you start a company. So Ubisoft has taken this idea at the wrong time.
So basically Richard Branson had like Virgin as the main company, didn't he? And then he had like the airlines, the trains, and Virgin like mobile.
And the music, all of that. Yeah, because he started with the record store.
Yep.
Not me, who's read like all 3 of his biographies. What? No, he what his advice was, and it was very good advice, and I took it when I started out. Which is, if you do them each separate, when one falls, it does not affect the others. So it can just fold and die on its own. Now, that doesn't work if you're an established brand like Ubisoft, but what it does do, that they can sell off each house now as its own thing. So now if a buyer wants to, let's say it's EA, and they're like, look, we don't want any of your other stuff, we just want your live service. Then they can go, here you go, give us £5 million or whatever. Well, I guess it'd be euros. That's it's making it easier to sell off assets, and that is what I'm going to say. I guess that's going to be kind of my prediction from here. Is they're looking in the future. They're not looking to develop quality games. We're done with that. Ubisoft is done as a game maker.
No, we're looking to piecemeal this out to different development houses. It's
How
like
much money
let's
can we
split
make?
all these studios up and all these IPs into different creative properties that are under the Ubisoft umbrella, to then go, how much is this IP valued at? This IP or this creative house is valued at X amount per share. Basically.
Yes.
That was my assessment of it, pretty much from someone who doesn't own a business.
Yes.
Like, sort of how they did it with, like, the main IPs that they mentioned about the sale of Tencent to last year or the year before. I think they're going to do a very, very similar thing. And, like, whilst they're saying, oh, yeah, Rayman Rayman is a series and all that, it's like they haven't done anything with Rayman for a very long time.
That's true.
And it's quite funny how that there was rumours coming out 2 days after this going, a Rayman remake is coming.
Yeah, no.
And it's like, well, the remake might actually be Rayman Legends remake. And it's like, why? If they remake Rayman Legends, they are stupid. They're spending development costs on a game that is already on a platform that already looks amazing anyway.
Skull and Bones should have never came out. They don't make good decisions.
No, I think that's the problem. They also shouldn't have spent all that money to get the Star Wars IP to release Star Wars Outlaws that was a piece of crap.
It could have been better. But, okay, just for the folks in chat, Mike is joking.
I know, yeah.
Never went bankrupt.
No, I did laugh at it. It was very funny.
It was funny. And then Pylord said a funny thing about the Mazda MR2 wasn't popular in France because MR2 is French. In French is MR2, which makes merde. I don't do language. I can barely speak English. And then, which Nana mentions. I kind of thought we might mention it, but...
Well, there's going to be some other things that are coming out as part of the Ubisoft stuff, so I'll mention that in a minute.
I won't, yeah. But, yeah, it's done. It's done. It's no longer a software dev house. They're looking for sellers is what they're doing. That's my prediction. That's my opinion.
Sorry, Nana, I'm going to address this issue because I'm just going to say, he says, like, I can understand doing an Origins HD remaster since it was a Wii game, but Legends, I think you might have forgotten, whilst Legends is a Wii U game, has been ported to the Switch and now several other consoles, you can play Origins via Legends.
Oh,
all the Origins levels are in Legends.
That's why.
And playable in that game, so it's basically a 2-for-1. You have to complete the main Legends game to unlock them all. Yeah, I forgot all about that until I booted it up, and I was like, what is this thing here on the map? Oh, yes, it's Origins. Which is amazing, because that game is also very excellent. So,
it is quite good.
It's kind of awesome. Anyway, so I disagree. I don't think it needs a remaster. I don't think it needs a remake. I think both games are there and they're very perfectly playable as is. Not every game needs a remaster. Anyway.
That's the thing. That's a good theme. I know we've done it like 2 other times, but maybe it's time for another. Maybe we should remaster. We should remaster our remaster episode.
No, we should reboot it.
Or reboot it, or redo it. Oh my gosh.
Is it a remake, a reboot, a redo, a remaster, a requel, or a sequel, or a...
Part 3!
Yeah! Don't call it a comeback, it's a rebirth.
Ew.
No, because it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
yeah.
Nana said, oh yeah, I did actually forget about that, so... Yeah, I think a lot of people actually do. So anyway, the update for this Ubisoft story so this news came out 21st, so the day later. Ubisoft shares drop 33% following its major company reset announcement.
What? I
Not
can't
not
believe
going
it.
to go into major details of this one, but
No.
yeah, not surprised about it.
It's because they know, just like I do. They know exactly what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're devaluing their IP in a major way so that they can pennies on the dollar for the shares, basically, rather than going into administration, and they still actually get their money rather than the administrators.
Yup.
I know enough about business to get through a conversation. It's great.
I know business.
I remember.
I remember.
Yeah, anyway, so at the time of writing, the share price was standing at €4.36, down from €6.64 when the stock market closed on that Wednesday. So the Wednesday that's just been, if you're listening to this live. Yeah, pretty bad. So over the past 15 years, it shows that there was a massive increase from 2016, 2017. To its highest point, I think, in 2018, by the looks of it. Yeah. Oh boy. And then it's just been steadily declining ever since. Then 2020, it was quite a low point, and then dipped back up again, and then massive declines ever since then. And there's just been no way they've ever really recovered. So it is what it is. Whatever.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Whatever.
Yeah, Ubisoft. Or Ubisoft, however you want to pronounce it. I don't really care. Whatever. Kylie, I'm going to go into this next load of stories, asking the one simple question, which I already know the answer to.
Yeah, go for it, because I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Did you do your homework?
Heck no. I watched one thing. I watched the Fable trailer.
Oh, so you know exactly what I meant by doing your homework.
Yes, I did, because I am no longer an Xbox fangirl.
Okay, alright, cool. Well, you've spoiled the game by saying what we're talking about, but we're talking about the Xbox Developer Direct. There were 4 games that we're going to discuss.
And they can suck anyway.
No, let's go in with an open mind, shall we?
No. FXbox. That's what they should call it. The new one. FXbox. Anyway, yes.
No, I'm going in with an open mind. You know I've been a detractor of Xbox for a long time now as well.
Here's what I have to say about Xbox.
Shut your mouth. Anyway, I'm gonna get you to pick a number between 1 and 4, and what number you pick is the game we're gonna cover first.
Free.
Oh, goody. I really wanted to talk about this one first.
Great.
Double Fine. You were correct, by the way, when we talked about this.
Uh-huh.
When the announcement of the Developer Direct happened, you went, oh, it could be Double Fine.
Yeah.
You are correct. It was Double Fine with their new game. A side game called Kiln.
Yeah, which is... I actually like the idea behind it.
Well, let's...
Don't care. I'm not giving them any credit, stupid Xbox.
You just did. You just did.
That's the tequila talking.
I don't care. Anyway, Double Fine Productions has announced Kiln, an online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
I mean, it's a cool idea.
So players take control of a small spirit who can't battle unprotected, and so decides to create some armour. Players sculpt this armour out of clay using a pottery wheel, meaning they have full control over its appearance and properties. Will you be big or small, wide or tall? Will you make a plate, a jug, a cup, or a bowl? Do you prefer to throw pies in your enemy's face or transform into a stick of dynamite to be tossed into the fray? There are a multitude of different sizes and combinations to discover, each with unique abilities and attacks, along with new and surprising ways to play. That's the game's description states.
Yes.
So players can also decorate their pots using a positively dizzying selection of toppers, handles, spouts, glazes, charms, and stickers.
It's stupid and dumb. I don't love customizing things ever.
I know. So once players create their armour, they take part in Quench mode, which features 4v4 online battles.
Uh-huh.
So this is the part of the game that's going to confuse some people, I believe. Just do you happen to remember a game that came out a few years ago from that was on Game Pass? It was an Xbox game called Party Animals.
Oh yes, I'm familiar.
Oh, it's probably in a very similar sort of premise to that, except it's it's team based rather than individual based.
Well, if you have friends, it's fun.
Yeah, which I found during a community night once.
Yes, I did as well.
It was okay. It wasn't overly as fun as I hoped it would be.
Well, that's probably more to the individual versus team, as you're saying.
Yeah,
I like the idea of a team. Yeah.
Yeah, so this one is it's a 4v4 like platform fighter, let's call it.
Yeah.
So the only way that I can really describe it is it's team-based Power Stone.
Right, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
the arena fighter platform, arena fighter sort of style.
I've not thought of that in a long time, but yes.
Nope. So the idea of the game is that you being a pot, you need to collect water and extinguish your opponent team's kiln by dumping water onto it.
It's kind of like Capture the Flag in Halo.
Essentially, yeah. Now, did you see any of this?
No, I wouldn't do that. Are you crazy? It's an Xbox product, and I hate Xbox.
I know, but you need to remember to actually do homework for this.
But I'm mad at them right now. I have to be mad at them.
I might be mad at them too, but I still watched it for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, well, I knew you were going to watch it, so I didn't have to.
Funnily enough, to have a conversation about a particular thing, it does require someone else to produce their input of said product too.
Conversation goes two ways.
Yes, it does, and this conversation is not working.
Brent says, but remember, this is just the beginning of Kiln. Expect additional modes, abilities.
I was going to get to that. Yeah, it's basically kind of a live service. I don't know if there's any real monetization to the game at all.
I was going to say, I'm not actually against live service as an idea. It's just when it becomes money hungry.
I think eventually they'll probably add something into it because they always tend to do that. It's just pre-launch. They're not going to do it because they want to try and generate a player base. I like the art style to this game, at least. I thought it was very whimsical and cute and very, very typically Double Fine's unique brand.
Yes, they have. Yeah, I love their style. So yes, I agree.
It's not a Tim Schafer game. It's one of the people is making it. One of the other teams is making it, but I think it's in concept quite a nice idea.
I like it because it's different.
I mean, it's different, but will I play it? Probably not.
I mean, we might do a community night, maybe, if it's on Game Pass, and it is.
Well,
even
all
though
of these
Xbox
games,
is stupid.
These are on Game Pass, so you can sign up for the beta testing for it. That's going to happen at some point, but it's coming out on Game Pass. I believe it's this spring. I believe. I can't remember when they said exact. They didn't exactly give a full date for it. Oh, it says later this year, so who knows when, but beta testing's going to happen at some point to this. So, I thought this was charming, at least.
Yeah.
But
charming is a good word for
I just don't think I'm probably going to play this unless I have a good group of people that are going to want to play it. And this is half my problem with these sorts of games, is that, similar with, like, Splatoon. I love the game when I'm playing it with other people. It's awesome. Yeah. Like, when I played Splatoon 2 on launch day with 3 other friends, like, all in the same room, like, on different, like, Switch systems, all playing online as a team, it was awesome. When playing it on my own and getting paired up with randoms, it's brutally rough. It's not a very fun experience. And Splatoon 2 and 3 are like very good games in terms of their mechanics, but they're definitely games that are geared towards having friends, which I don't have a lot of. Yeah, no,
I get that because I don't either.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to get... If Pete doesn't
play it with me, it's usually not going to get played.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get interested about a game like this, as nice as it looks. So It's a shame, really, because I think this one could do relatively alright because it's hitting on something that's, a bit of a weak spot for Xbox, I reckon.
Yes, yeah, no, I agree with you there.
So,
even though I hate them.
Yes. Alright, so that's game number 3. So pick 1, 2, or 4.
1!
Yay! Forza Horizon 6!
Oh, yes. The only game that is going to be successful this year for Xbox, I believe.
So, the broadcast showed that there was a deep dive into the Forza Horizon title, which is going to Japan. Japan.
Yes. Japan. That's how I say it. Yeah.
Japan. Confirmed previously leaked date of May 19th with a premium edition offering early access on 15th. So rather
Brent.
I know.
Sorry.
I know, I saw it.
That is definitely going to happen. I do promise. But anyway, yes.
Yeah. So rather than previous games which start with a player taking part in the Horizon Festival, this time in 6, players start off as a tourist in Japan and will have to qualify for the festival.
That's cool.
Once qualified, right? So this is like going back to basics sort of thing, kind of how it was with the Horizon series before 3 and 4, I think.
Right.
And 5. So once qualified, players have to complete showcases and a new Horizon Rush obstacle course event to earn more wristbands and work their way up the festival ranks. If they earn the gold wristband, they'll unlock access to Legend Island, where they can access exclusive challenges and races. The game will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
Wow, that's cool.
With more to follow as DLC.
Right. See, that's why I love Gran Turismo games.
Yeah.
Because they have the real cars in them.
Yes. So in a new feature designed to let players earn some more of these vehicles quicker, aftermarket cars can be found parked on driveways around the environment where players can find and buy some rare vehicles.
I like that.
New two-guy races, or however you pronounce it, race types will be added. Japanese races that will see players racing along narrow, winding mountain courses.
Ooh.
Think initial D.
Am I gonna play Forza Horizon 6 or
yes,
whatever?
you are. Yes, you are.
Oh my gosh.
The player's Tokyo region will be 5 times larger than anything Playground Games has created before, with distinct districts.
Right.
In other Horizon games, there will be 8 players. 8 players' house, which can be bought, serving as fast travel points. However, this time players will have access to the estate, a much larger piece of land set around an abandoned piece of property in rural Japan, which can be fully customized. Quote, in practice, the estate is a flat area of land where you can build anything you want, a mountain hideaway, a personalized track for friends. The only real constraint is that the items will cost in-game currency.
Man, they're doing all the right things to get people like me to play it.
When you build something, you pay a few credits to put it down. Credits you earn in other activities across the game world, and you get credits back if you delete something. Now, this has been a long-wanted feature from the Horizon series for a very long time, by the way. Not that previous one, this one. A car meet feature lets players visit one of 3 locations. The Horizon Festival, the Alps, or the Okibuki parking area, where real-life car meets take place and show off their own customized vehicles. Players can download other players' custom paint jobs and buy their own versions of the cars they like. What a great idea!
That sounds like old-timey, like how it used to be when you played video games, like before all this corporate.
Yep.
BS.
Now,
Stupid Microsoft.
without a doubt, this is hands down the game of the Direct.
Oh,
fantastic!
Yeah. No,
Look,
I agree with you.
I was already in. Like, for me, the biggest thing is when was it going to release?
Yeah.
As I said to you before. So they obviously confirmed that it's a May 19th release. Perfect, because I'll still have Game Pass until October, so I will be playing the living crap out of this.
Yeah.
Hooray! It's also coming. So it's coming to Xbox and PC May 19th or May 15th if you buy early. and it's coming to PlayStation 5 at some point this year as well. So it's not day and date on PlayStation, but it's likely to probably be 6 months later.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this game looked freaking incredible. I'm always blown away how Playground Games and Turn 10 managed to increase the visual scale of each game, whilst it increasing the playground itself. Pun completely intended there.
Yes.
It is astounding, what it looks like they're doing with this game, real advancement on what 5 was. Because I thought 5 played really well. It played very similarly to 4, but I just didn't think the environment was as fun as 4 was.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. 4 just had my hooks in it. Brent said, "Did you see the cherry blossom physics?" Oh yes, did I?
What?
Yeah, you drift around a corner and the cherry blossoms just... There's just so many stupid little things that they've done to it that've just increased the level of realism, whilst also making the gameplay massively arcadey and fun.
Stupid dumb Xbox, I'm probably gonna play your stupid dumb game.
Well, May 19th you'll be there. You can play it on stream, and then I can join you for a car meet.
I'll play it on stream. Yep.
I can join you for a car meet because I'm going to be there. I don't care. I'll be there.
Yep.
I'm going to be finding the driftiest car of all time. Might even just get a Nissan Skyline just because.
Oh goodness. Oh,
why not? Anyway, this looks freaking incredible. So, the next 2, so you're going to have to pick between the other 2 ones. So it was 2 and 4.
4.
I should have gone with 4 as Forza. Anyway, the game that you have actually seen.
Yes. I figured.
Playground Games, Fable.
What? No way! Okay, I got a lot to say about Fable, but go for it.
Let me read obviously the description of this, because I've got thoughts as well.
Yes.
So, Playground Games have debuted the first deep dive into Fable, which confirmed its release for Xbox, PC, including Steam, and PlayStation 5 for autumn 2026. So, I'm worried this is going to slip out of October. I hope it doesn't. Yes. So, Playground promised British humour, moral dilemmas, and a truly open world, with the freedom to go wherever players want. Players will be able to customise their player character and their playstyle across melee combat, ranged weapons, and spells. They also promised a range of activities, alongside questing and combats, like side jobs, romancing, housing, and the ability to chat with NPCs. Ralph Fulton, the game's director, said, Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning, we think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love. Notably, according to Playground, each NPC in Fable will have a unique name and job, and players will be able to follow them around and monitor their actions as they go to work and later head home for rest in their own homes.
Yes, which you could do in the original, by the way.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be increased to the nth degree, basically.
Yeah.
Playground, well, do you remember when CD Projekt promised this with Cyberpunk and it turned out to be an absolute lie?
Yes.
So, Playground calls these, quote, NPCs as a living population, which includes over 1,000 characters, each with roles, personalities, and routines. Fable also features a reputation system, and NPCs will react to you based on your actions in the game. So, if a person sees you kicking a chicken, you will start to get a reputation as a chicken chaser. And if enough people see you do that, and you do it a lot, that reputation will become one of the things you're known for in that settlement. And
which
people...
Again,
yeah,
it's the originals.
I know.
I just want other people who don't know that to know that.
Well, I'm doing this as a way of explaining a lot what they explained, and then we'll get to that. So people will react to you based on what they think about your particular reputation. But crucially, different people will view that reputation in different ways. Kicking your chickens isn't objectively good or objectively evil in a way nobody will agree on. In a way everybody will agree on. It comes down to the unique worldview of the NPC, what they think of you because of it.
Right. Wow,
So,
they really do sound like Peter Molyneux. But anyway.
I've heard this being said. Anyway, in classic Fable fashion, players will begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that your heroic powers first emerge and you discover that you're Albion's first hero in a generation.
Oh, in a generation, okay.
Yeah. But not long after, disaster strikes and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you set off an adventure which will change Albion forever. The rebooted Fable will feature many familiar locales and characters from the original Lionhead games, but Playground said it's not beholden to the timeline of those games, and narratively the game represents a new beginning for the series. However, Fulton said Playground's version of Fable has a clear connection to Lionhead's overarching design, and revealed the project started with a team reading through old design documents that have been kept in storage.
It's interesting you said that. I have a lot to say about that, but anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, quote, what is told to Xbox Wire, something that I thought was just brilliantly succinct with one of the documents, which said Fable is fairy tale, not fantasy, which is just super neat. I guess our interpretation of what that means is that fairy tale and fantasy probably exist on opposite ends of the spectrum. I think we all know what fantasy is. It's Witcher, Skyrim, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and I think tonally it's quite grand, it's sweeping, it's geopolitical, it's serious. You know, you can almost picture the colour palette of fantasy. And then fairy tale exists right in the opposite end of the spectrum. Fairy tales are intimate. They're small stories about regular people. They're not grand and sweeping. They're very personal and whimsical, and ultimately they deal with what happens when magic touches the lives of ordinary folks. And also they have this kind of moral component to them. And I think that is the design description of what Fable really is. It runs through our art style, through our world building. We've really executed about that fairy tale idea in every part of the game that we're building. Yeah. And that's it, basically.
Hi, Lord. Okay, well, I have lots to say.
The floor is yours. Continue, because you're probably more of a bigger Fable fan than I was.
I am a massive, and I don't just mean because I'm tall and I'm a big girl, but a massive Fable fan. I watched the trailer and I did try to keep an open mind.
You didn't.
I didn't. Well, I tried to.
You didn't.
I didn't. But,
be honest, you didn't, because I hate Xbox.
Well, yes. But the thing is, several points. So, Fable, they're correct in that Fable is fairy tale. It's very whimsical. Mm-hmm. I did not get that from the trailer. Now, again, I'm comparing it to original Fable. I'm not looking at it in a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
The original art style of Fable, which I have some of the art books and stuff that were released with it. I love the art style. It's very much like freaking heck, I just drank too much tequila. The very famous pirate game that Rare does for Microsoft.
Sea of Thieves.
Thank you! I was like 7 C's. No, that's not it. Yeah, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves and Fable are very, very similar in art style. Not exactly, but you know, that whimsical, that cartoony, yet sort of realistic. This is like full-on realistic. There's no whimsy to it. Immediately, especially with the trailer, I got the impression that they are trying to be Dragon Age, where Dragon Age failed. Because Dragon Age, although a fantasy product in their mind, is very whimsical and very British. And very, like I can't remember his main character, but he's so similar to the guy that was introducing the trailer. It just didn't feel cartoony whimsical to me. And also, they're introducing things that have existed, like they're introducing them as if they're new concepts for the younger generation, but they're trying to appease the older generation, which is me. But the way they're introducing it, they're almost like, look at this new mechanic we came up with, and it's like, well, no, that's all. Like, if you didn't do that, this wouldn't be Fable. It's like you have to do that.
Can I interject slightly?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
absolutely.
get that impression from it themselves at all. I think that the way that I went into this is that you have to understand that a lot of the people that would be playing on Xboxes nowadays have probably not played a Fable game, probably have only heard of it in legend, basically.
The impression that I got, I'll end with this and then I'll toss it back over to you. Here's my way that I saw it. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm going to sit here and tell you that I hope to goodness I'm wrong, because I do love the Fable series.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, to me, the way the new Saints Row felt to the old Saints Row. I'm a huge Saints Row fan.
Oh my god, I think that is a major stretch. That is ridiculous, in fact.
I don't get, because that's the thing for people who don't know, the old Saints Row was very silly, over the top, raunchy, very politically incorrect.
Yeah.
But fun. The new Saints Row is very not
homogenized.
Funny. Homogenized, very appealing to everyone. It's Stranger Things season 5. It's
okay.
Mass appeal. That's what I feel like the new Fable. Now again, I hope I'm wrong, and this is just me being way prejudgmental, but it feels mass appeal. And I don't like that, because Fable was fun and whimsical, and I'm a nerd, and I wanted it to be nerdy.
This is one of the very few times that I'm going to majorly disagree with you.
That's fine.
In a big way.
And again, I hope I'm wrong. I
didn't get this impression at all. Like, what I got from this is that this is what Fable would be with Lionhead if they had the capability of this generation of consoles to do what they were promising.
Now, do you mean the look of it, or you mean the content of it?
Content,
the look is
100% the content.
Too serious.
Like, in terms of the actual look of the game, I like the world itself. Like, I think graphically it looks superb. Like,
it's well done.
And it's one of those strong suits that it's one of the strong suits that Playground do, which is obviously what I spoke about with Forza Horizon 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah,
is that they are, like, that engine that they're using is absolutely spectacular. I do have concerns how it's going to be adapted, obviously, into an open world RPG, like action RPG.
That for a while.
I have done, and I'm still somewhat a little bit concerned by it in that respect, only because it's only been, they have an open world aspect within Forza Horizon, but it's with cars. How is it going to work on a slower scale, let's say, because it's designed for speed.
That makes sense.
I think the world of Albion looks very realised. I think it does look. It's very nice. Like, it's a beautiful looking game. But I don't
disagree.
But I also don't disagree with you, as it doesn't look like Fable. Like, it doesn't quite have that same charm to what Fable used to have.
Yeah, like,
but then
Disney-esque
again, not enough brown.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a joke for us oldies, because that was the Xbox 360 era. Yep. Everything was very brown.
Everything was brown. Some of my favorite games are brown.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's I'm conflicted on this one, because I think the gameplay looks absolutely superb. I think the combat system looks brilliant.
I was going to say, I think it looks like a good game. I'm not saying that. It does not look like a Fable game to me.
I want to see more of it, and I want to, because I think my only criticism that I have of this, I think they played it far too safe.
Yep. That's where I'm talking about the Saints Row comparison.
I think I disagree with you on that one, because I think from the very first outset, you knew that the new Saints Row was going to be bad from what it was.
I didn't want it to be.
No,
remember?
And I think that was the problem. Is you were very much loving the series, whereas now you're very jaded with Xbox. So you've gone into this probably a little bit more negative, hoping to be surprised, whereas I've gone in a little bit more like I'm optimistic. Yeah, the same thing again. Yeah, it's funny how that happens, doesn't it?
Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited about this. I came away from this one and I spoke to a friend at work on Friday about it who forgot this, didn't even know this was happening because they're a PlayStation person.
Oh, right.
And we're like, I was like, oh, Fable's coming to PlayStation 5. And he went, there's a new Fable game? I went, yes. Oh, and he looked it up and he went, yeah, well, this looks bloody brilliant. And I was like, I'll tell you what, I think it looks really good. I'm surprised. If they can deliver on the promises and they don't bloody Molyneux us.
Molyneux it up.
If they don't Molyneux us, then this could be a very strong contender for Game of the Year. I think they're swinging for the fences on this one, and I was worried that they were going to try and do that because I think they should just establish Fable as a series again and then build from it in the second. But they look like they're really going for the fact that they've had this game for a long time and they need to get it out, make sure it works well and plays well and does well. Like, Fable as a series will be dead, I think, if this does not succeed.
Yeah, I agree with you there 100%. And Mike's mentioning Saints Row.
I know.
It's bad. Like, coming from a fan, it's bad.
Yeah.
But I hope to eat my words. I hope at the end of the year when we do our Game of the Year episode that I was just wrong, and you can replay this clip and we can point and laugh at how wrong I am because I really, really, really adore Fable.
Me too. Like, from the games that I enjoyed, like, that I've played, I've really enjoyed. I liked 1. I have some bad stories about 1, by the way. That was the game that one of my friends really wanted to play Fable 1 again. Obviously, they didn't have an Xbox at that time though. They'd got rid of their Xbox, so they were like, oh, can I borrow your 360 so I can play Fable? No. I was like, yeah, of course you can. That's no problem. They only live down the road from me.
Oh, gosh. Yep.
Yeah,
did you ever get it back?
No, I did get it back.
Uh-huh.
When it red ringed because they'd left it on for 36 hours.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Well, I lost my first copy of Super Mario 3 that way. I'll give it back to you.
Oh, I've lost many a game through that principle. Anyway, but yeah, I got a red ring console because I lent my console to someone to play freaking Fable.
Did you get it replaced by Xbox?
I did, thankfully.
Yeah, I was like, thank goodness they came.
That was my launch model. I was like, I'm so pissed.
Yes.
Oh, I was so annoyed by that. I was like, you're never borrowing my Xbox again. Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, yeah, I'm still on the fence about this one, but let's just say that I'm leaning more to the positive side than I was previously. And I do love the fact that in the trailer you would have noticed this as well. They did the old bait and switch with the ugly character. I was like, oh, it's character creation. I was like, of course they did.
Yep. Yes. I want it to work. I do.
I really want to. I now want to create the ugliest ass character in this game, though.
Yeah. Because they'll comment on how. But that's how I'm basing that on the original. I almost said Fallout Fables.
I know. And also, I am going. When I play this game, and I really do hope this comes out before October, because I'm not renewing Game Pass.
Oh yes.
I may just have to buy it on PC. But I am gonna be the biggest shit in the world. I am gonna be the biggest. I'm gonna be the biggest serial bigamist of all time. I am gonna have multiple children from multiple wives.
Yep. Which again,
in the game, not in real life.
But that's the thing. Like, okay, so I could never really be a complete. I just can't be a dick in games, and I don't know why. I
can't, but I'm gonna do it with this one. I was gonna
say, but Fable does make it fun if you can do it. Yeah. You used to eat baby chickens in front of people, and stuff. But Brent says, He thinks he's 100%ed the trilogy. I believe you. I could believe that.
Nice.
Looks like I got all but 3 achievements in 3. Yeah. That's the first time I've heard Pete use that disclaimer.
Had to make sure. Had to make sure the wife is next door in the next room.
Like, what?
It's like, what are you talking about bigamy for? Yep. Who's your next wife? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I think this is going to be brilliant, or it could absolutely suck. My hope is that
I hope it's brilliant.
2 out of the 4 games that were announced on this, maybe even 3, we'll talk about on the next one.
Oh yeah,
could make Game of the Year list.
I think Forza. I think
I've got no doubt that Forza Horizon 6 is going to make the list at some point, even now.
I think it is. I really, really do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
It's Fable that I'm concerned will, but I kind of hope it does.
I mean, I do definitely hope it does. I hope that I am so wrong, and I hope that it becomes my next game after Abiotic Factor that I become obsessed with.
Okay. I've got some homework for you on this one, by the way, this
great.
last game.
Uh-huh.
I want you to go and watch this video.
Okay.
I want you to do it on stream. And I want you to make the rare occasion that you drink on stream during a weekday.
Okay.
Only because this will be the funnest drinking game that you'll ever have.
Okay. Interesting.
Watch the Beast of Reincarnation. So this is the other game that was shown off on the Xbox Developer Direct.
Okay.
And take a shot for every time they mention Pokemon.
Oh my gosh! Really?
You will be wasted.
I'll be flat out.
15-minute segment, and my god, because this is developed by Game Freak, they mentioned Pokemon.
Oh gosh.
A lot.
Well, yeah. They're like, hey guys, we've done stuff.
No, it wasn't so much like that. It was like, this came out, like, I was explaining this to someone at work. I was like, this came out from like me doing concept art on Pokemon game, and it's like, oh, for God's sakes.
Yep.
It was like, how many times can you mention that we are Game Freak and we were involved in Pokemon in 15 minutes? It was very funny. I was literally sat there watching the video of it, and I was like, I'd be wasted if I did this drinking game. Maybe I should get you to do it.
Yeah.
I told my mate at work to do the same thing. Anyway, I'm beating around the bush here. So, Game Freak has presented players with a new look at Beast in Reincarnation. It's multi-format action RPG.
Wow.
So the game tells the story of Emma, an exiled protagonist, accompanied by her wolf companion Co, exploring a world where a parasitic plant called the Blight have overgrown the world. Most of the human population has been lost due to the Blight, but Emma has the ability to hunt malefacts and seal the Blight within her own body. Emma and Co have to defeat the Beast in Reincarnation by defeating powerful enemies known as Nushi and absorbing their power. Emma and Co's powers are connected. If Emma parries an enemy attack, Co's power will build, allowing her to use a powerful technique called Blooming Arts. The game's writer and director Kota Furushima previously worked as a battle planner and sound manager in certain Pokemon games, and says he always wanted to try working on a new experience. Quote, I began by quietly asking my own heart what kind of sensations I wanted the game to offer. The feeling that resonated with me the most, the one that clicked, was a mix of warmth, trust, and loneliness.
Ooh.
He added, for 6 years since the project's inception, we have poured all our efforts into scattering countless secrets and profound charm throughout this world. Beast in Reincarnation was previously announced as Project Bloom and due to be published by Take-Two's private division label before it was sold off in 2024. It will now be published by new company Fictions. This just goes on to talk about Game Freak, and we don't need to know about that because we know who Game Freak are.
Talk about Game Freak a lot on here.
I do want to talk about this game a little bit more because they're only just touching the surface on this. So this is... I hate to say it because it's annoying to say, but this is what I've complained about over the last 2 years.
Okay.
It's an over-the-shoulder third-person action game with RPG elements.
Yeah.
It looks It looks a bit more heavy on the RPG elements. I do like certain.
You like now?
I like certain elements of it. I do like the fact that it's like a very realised and very interesting world. That's the one thing. Like traversal throughout the world is like happens through various different things can occur. Her powers.
I like what Britt did, by the way.
The combat. The companion is similar to your relationship with Pokemon. As we have worked on Pokemon, we take nature very seriously. The combat pauses mid-fight, almost like turn-based combat in Pokemon. We give commands to your companion as you would a Pokemon. Fantastic. That's basically like similar to some degree. Traversal throughout the world happens through these. I think it was this blooms system. I think it was, wasn't it? They said so you can just like vines will just appear and take you over to a new part of the world, or you might interact with it. Like it's set in like the year 4000, and humanity's been died out for a very long time. But it's like so basically like imagine. Remember what they did with like The Last of Us, where they had like cityscapes, but they had like nature flowing all the way through it, like the grassy sections and all that. It's very similar to that in that respect in the way it looks.
Right, okay.
I think it looks interesting. I don't like the skill tree system to it, and I don't like certain elements of it.
Right.
I think this one could be a sleeper though. I'm kind of like how Cleric's Pure Expedition 33 was with the last developer direct. I think this one could surprise me. And I'm not going to say that I'm excited for it. I'm going to say I'm intrigued enough to possibly give it a try.
Okay.
I mean, it's coming in like, I think it's April-ish time, I think it was. So, no, it's released this summer. So, it's another Xbox and PlayStation and PC game on Game Pass day one. So, yeah, it's one that I'll report back on for sure, because I'm a little bit like, okay, I'm interested enough. It could surprise me like Claire Obscure did. It could turn into my game of the year. It could turn into a complete wet fart that I give up after a couple of hours. I don't really know, but it was. I looked at it and I went, this is interesting. Why is this interesting?
Right.
Yeah, one of those ones, unfortunately. So I'll report back on it, but I wasn't. I think a lot of people weren't particularly down on this game, from all the reactions that I've seen about this game in particular and Kiln. They were like, well, two halves of this presentation was good, and this was not one of them. And it's like, I actually thought 75% of this was very much games that I would play, and 25% was games I would be interested in if I had friends.
Yeah, no, that is, exactly, I agree with you.
Yeah, Nana's put this dead on, by the way, in the chat. He says, Game Freak are good devs when the Pokemon Company aren't breathing down their necks.
Ah.
Yeah. That's quite true. Anyway, that's the Xbox Developer Direct. 4 games in total. And wasn't completely terrible. In fact, was actually quite a positive to start the year. Get your head out of your ass and stop.
No,
I'm trying to be... Like, this is the thing. I'm trying to be objective. I know Xbox have done some really crappy things, and I know...
Yes, they have. They really have.
Yeah, but you've got to look at this objectively, not with like I'm a scorned fangirl.
They hurt my feelings.
My fifis.
My fifis.
Anyway, that's it. Let's call this show. Let's call it a day, because it's mid-tired.
I know, me too. I kind of maybe drank a bit more than normal. Or not the normal that I was intending to. But I can't help it. People are redeemed, and I do what the people want. But yes, Danker has enraged me without knowing it. Danker says, Try the NVIDIA presentation with AI. You will be in an ambulance. From, like, a drinking game. I cannot believe NVIDIA has done a presentation. And I'm going to do everything in my power not to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not going to either.
My most unliked companies right now are Microsoft and NVIDIA, which is weird because I never thought anyone would replace EA.
EA have done some weird things recently.
I mean, yeah.
By actually shutting the hell up and making games.
I was gonna say, like, this is the last couple of years has been the, like, least we've heard of them being the evil practitioners that they are. Yeah, I'm gonna agree. Oh, gosh, 135 times it says stinker. I would be dead. Yes, I'd be in an ambulance if I did a drinking game based on that. Brent says, personally, I was expecting more than 4 games after they promised 75 day 1 games a year. Well, it is Microsoft, and they aren't delivering on their promises, are they? It is funny that we've now started 2026 with me and Pete switching roles. I am the jaded, cynical one. Pete's the open-minded, everything's gonna be alright one.
What the hell happened to me? I used to be cool.
I know, I used to be cool, man, and I used to be uncool, a huge dork. Oh, I'm still those things.
Oh, yes, you are.
Nana says, Joseph Ferris, save their asses, because their sports games still suck, and BioWare, yeah.
Yes, that is true.
What a freaking year ahead. I don't know what's in store.
No,
it's going to be a wild ride. It's going to be an absolute wild ride. But having said all of that, we do thank you for joining us.
For this wild ride.
For this wild ride. I guess that's kind of like what my car should be called. The Wild Ride. Because my name is Kiley Wilde.
I could have said something else.
I know.
I'm not going to say it.
That's why I misread. There was intent there. I intentionally did that, Pete.
Good. Not specifically talking about that other Kiley Wilde that might have ties to a certain industry.
Yes. I still can't believe that. Yes, agreed, Nana. The landscape of games are going to change forever this year. Yep, there's no going back. We're in a brave new world, as they say.
You know what? You know what I think to that?
What?
Ditto.
What was he going to say? Thank you for joining us. We do appreciate it, especially in the new year. We've already got some good, like, listens and stuff, but
we're doing
definitely feel free to share it with your friends.
Tell your friends and tell your socials.
Yeah, like, come visit us here on twitch.tv/rapid reviews. With that said, Pete, where can they find you out there in Never Neverland?
I'm not even going to promote the Twitter and X there at the end of the show. Just listen to that. You know where to find it. You can find me on the Never Watchers podcast, a film and TV related podcast where me and Kurt Lewin will discuss either the Marvel Cinematic Universe or films that either one of us haven't watched. This morning, I actually, as we're recording on Sunday, released a new episode on a film that I had never seen before, and it is a film that I'm going to say is probably the oldest we've ever covered.
What was it?
1957's 12 Angry Men.
Oh, that's going to be fun!
So if you want to find out what me and Kurt thought about that film, go check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all the other places by searching The Neville Watchers.
Very neat.
So, yes. Kylie,
it's my turn.
It's your turn now, so talk about streaming and what you do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Friday. Yes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
This is the time I put my feet up.
I stream over on twitch.tv/KILEY_WILDE. And I talk like this the whole time. No, I don't. But yes, no, pretty much everyone that's in chat right now hangs out over there. And so it's a very cool place. Only for cool people.
No, it's for everyone.
Well, I should say, which is everyone that's listening to this right now. Because if you're listening to this podcast, you're cool. But Mondays we do... Well, I'm kind of blending genres right now, but it's usually FPSs on Mondays. Wednesdays we do weird games. Fridays we do frightening games. But right now, we are in the midst of playing Bendy and the Machine.
Ink Machine.
Them tequilas is eating up my brain cells. Something else. And then we're going to start next week Life is Strange. Because it's time to revisit a classic.
Ew.
You know, it's
no, I'm joking. The first Life is Strange is fine.
It is.
Before the Storm is okay. Everything. Yeah. I heard that 2 was good, but that first episode was rough.
It was. I'm not going to deny that, but we're gonna move forward.
Did you see that they made the announcement that they're bringing Chloe and
I did
Max back for the final part of their series?
Yeah, and I can't help but think that is a move to get people back.
Well, they did that with Double Exposure anyway.
Yeah. Good point, actually. And Nana says I was going to say the first one is good. Yeah, it is. It is. Nobody's going to...
I mean, the writing is somewhat terrible on it, though.
But...
I mean, that game is hella cool, isn't it?
It's very narrative heavy.
That is a reference you would not understand.
No.
No, trust me, when you play it and you see that dialogue again, you're going to be like, oh my god, why?
I probably will be.
Oh, it's so bad at times.
But, Bendy the Ink Machine first. I did, Nana. It's because I've had 3 tequilas.
Only 3? Lightweight.
I'm starting to fall asleep. I can't remember the name of, like, anything ever. What was I saying? Yes. So tomorrow I'll be streaming at 6:30 p.m. UK time, and I'm going to be streaming Indy and the Bink Machine.
Indy and the Bink Machine. Please name your stream that tomorrow.
I will do that. Indy and the Bink Machine. So please show up for that. I think I can't really follow that up with anything because
no, just call it there. It's your best unintentional joke.
It's true. It's the tequila makes the jokes. I just sit here. But I will say, please come join my Discord if you are watching us because it's very fun over there. We've got polls. Everyone loves polls. We've got giveaways. Everyone loves giveaways. And we've got dad jokes and pet pictures. But mostly, I'm going to need to run some polls to find out what we're going to play for Computiny.
Oh my days. This is a mess. Just call it now.
Computiny.
It's already... Stop it. It's already dead.
It's already dead. So yeah, that's me done. Thank you so much for joining us. I think that's the 4th or 5th time I've said that.
Yeah.
And so we will see you and talk to you next week.
Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Rapid Reviews Radio Podcast. You can watch the recording of the show live on Twitch every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. UK time at www.twitch.tv/rapidreviews. You can also watch the podcast on YouTube, search Rapid Reviews 5534, and you can also watch the video version of the show on Spotify, just search Rapid Reviews Radio. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a rating, or a comment on this episode. You can also follow us on Twitter at rrradiopod, as well as on Blue Sky at rrradiopodcast.bsky.social. Also be sure to visit rapidreviewsuk.com for all the latest reviews and previews.